Newstalk Sauga 960 is the new home for Raw Mike Richards. Brought to you by Bell Lifestyle Products. Also streaming live on sauga960.ca. And now, from the Bell Lifestyle Studio, here's Mike.
It is 8:41. Newstalk Sauga 960 Raw Mike Richards, as we are right into the beginning of good times in the summer. We are, a week away from the Canada Day festivities, our friends south of the border, July 4th, Independence Day, which means barbecuing. And barbecuing, how can that be bad? How can grilling meats be bad? You know, God invented meat, so, yeah, you want to fight that one? See? This is the show where you learn things. And usually you learn that I am a dummy. I say bad things and I say terrible things. I say things that are not founded and just try to pass them off, and I just keep walking by. But that's why we have people like Dave Park who comes on and say, Mike, that is not true. I'm not going to fight the God thing, but I don't know if just continually grilling meats is the way to go. Am I wrong on this? Dave Park from Nutrition House, Mississauga Square One. What is the problem with grilling meats?
I don't think there is a problem with grilling meat because I love it. I love grilling meat. Although I don't think we should do it every single meal. I don't think we should do it, maybe not every single day either. You know, once in a while is great. I mean, I threw on the barbecue last week and I had some hamburgers. It was great. It was great, but we just got to make sure that we do the other things. You know, if we're going to grill some meat, then throw on some veggies, you know, take some supplements from Bell Lifestyles. These help.
These are the things that we talk about, which is why we have our Monday meetings to try to rectify all the mistakes. And of course, and the thing is, my family uses so many of their products, and the liquid multivitamin that came out not that long ago. My son, who's very active and is a gym guy and is very regimented in what he eats. I haven't seen the multivitamin because he's taken it all. Like, that's the problem. The supplements come into the house and they end up going to one guy. But I will say that, you know, again, this is the time of year where, you know, when I take Inflamex and people say, you know, you're sponsored by these guys, you know, we do a show, we understand that, but do you really take it? And I get why people would say that, because it, you know, if people are sponsored, they just feel like, okay, well, you're then indebted to them to obviously talk well about the product. But that's like saying, you know, if you're sponsored by a beer or whatever, I could say, yeah, I drink the beer, I have the whatever, but I can tell you that things that Bell comes up with, because they work, and the two things that I'm having right now that I use are the Clear. I use Inflamex, and Sound Sleep is something that has been very effective for me in periods of time where I need to make sure that I can get some sleep because of all the other things that go on. And they're very, very effective. They're guaranteed products. They're made right here in Mississauga, and they are the best at what they do. We can't just go on and start talking about these products like they're the greatest thing in the world, and you don't use them. You don't know where they're available, because I get inundated with people. And last week it was about Inflamex, people all over the place wanting to know, you know, do I use it and does it work? And what's the time frame that it works? And I said, that's why, you know, certainly in this listening area, if you're talking about, you know, obviously Square One should be close, then you go see someone like David, and he's going to walk you through the things that you need. And Bell Products is one of them because it works. Are we wrong on this?
Absolutely not. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're a testament to the supplements that you're using. You're using your son's using the Clear multivitamin, yourself, you're using the Inflamex, and you've used it time and time again over the many years. And we all, like, as guys, we like to be active. You know, we like to eat. And inflammation will set in our body, and there's a lot of things that we do to inflame our body, but again, we have to do things that will also reduce that inflammation, reduce the fire that's going on in us. And I like Inflamex. It's got key ingredients that will help reduce the inflammation. You mentioned the Bell Lifestyles liquid multivitamin. It's a hit. It's a great tasting multivitamin, and usually you don't get multivitamins that taste pretty good unless they're loaded with sugar. With all the other gummies out there in the market, there are so many artificial colors and flavors and artificial sweeteners. that these gummy multivitamins don't really do their job. I mean, by the time it hits your stomach acids, you're not getting very many nutrients below that. So with the liquid Bell multivitamin, it's great because it has adaptogenic herbs. I mentioned this a couple, I think last month on your show, but these adaptogenic herbs are great because they allow us to adapt to the stressors that come our way, whether it's our mental faculty stress, the financial stresses that we have, our emotional stress, and we want to be fit and active, so we really push ourselves in the gym. Our physical stress takes a hit as well, and when all these stressors come at us, then that's when our immune system takes a hit. So use our liquid multivitamin from Bell Lifestyles, and we start to normalize. We start to like roll with the punches better. So when we use these nutrients, then that's where we really start feeling ourselves. We start feeling better because we start to cope with some of the things that can come our way.
Well, if we're talking about some of those things that come our way, we were talking about grilled meats in the summertime, talking about cholesterol. I know they have as they do numerically to make it easy, they have the number 14 cholesterol control. So is this something that, let's say you cut down the grilled meats, let's say you have it, but in the summertime, you're having it let's say it's 3 times a week. Let's say it's 3 times a week. So what would be the benefit of a number 14 cholesterol control?
I like the cholesterol control because it's simple. It's if you look at the ingredients, you'll see the Latin name, Citrus sinensis, and really that's like it's orange peel. We always grab a glass of orange juice and we down that down. It's not always the best because we're missing, or usually it's going to be cooked. It's going to be pasteurized. So that orange juice is going to be heated. It lowers the nutrients. You're not getting the seeds in there. You're not getting the pith, the white part, and even the skin. So Bell Lifestyles product Citrus sinensis, it's using the skin, the pith, the seeds. And when we use these things in part and parcel of a high meat diet, it really lowers that cholesterol. It takes the hit down because these are the things that can really break up some of the hard fatty plaque that's in our arteries. And it's not just plaque, it's a lot of it is like calcium deposits, and we create a lot of cholesterol, these bad cholesterols. And when these barbecued meats and yummy foods and sugars come in, they're just gonna stick up our blood. It's gonna be like ragu, blood type ragu. No, we don't need that. We need some sinensis in there.
Although if you're Italian, it's probably good. It's probably a good thing if you got that going on. We did a commercial not that long ago for them regarding Heart Formula 5, and some of the when you look at by the numbers, and it is a little scary when you think like what happens to those with heart disease and just the numbers. It's really quite a killer, isn't it? I mean, it's heart disease is probably, even though we don't talk about it a whole bunch, we've kind of heard it, we're aware of it, but it is incredibly serious.
You're right. It's and then that we go back to the cholesterol control. We need to consume some of these natural ingredients. It's not harmful, whether we're healthy, not healthy. Using products like cholesterol control, like zinc, like heart support formula with the garlic, these are amazing. More and more times I see, men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, they have this huge line down their forearm, and looks pretty tough. And they got a big scar with all these stitch marks. It's that vein here that they replace. So they take the vein out from their arm, and then they replace it in their heart because their heart is blocked, right? Like the arteries in your heart are blocked, and that's a bypass surgery. Unfortunately, doctors can't replace the other arteries behind the heart as well. So it's a procedure that's been done millions and millions of times, and it's going to happen again and again. So we really need to unblock these arteries where we're really damaging ourselves. So it helps a lot by taking these Bell Lifestyle products, because we love to eat. The Western world is here, and we love to eat, we like to dine, we like to drink, we like to have fun in the sun. So we just got to make sure we got to do those other things to continue some of the things that we love to do.
By the numbers, it is kind of scary. So in talking about Heart Formula 5, when you figure every hour, about 12 Canadian adults aged 20 and over with diagnosed heart disease die every hour, which is a staggering number. So when we talk about some of the other products, we also probably get into an area of blood pressure, for instance. Something that we probably sometimes don't even think about unless you have to go and get some kind of test or do something in a hospital. But they also have the blood pressure formulation combo 205, or sorry, no, that's number 26.
Mhm.
Number 26 is the blood pressure formulation. How and when do you take that? Like what would be the need for someone to go, I wonder if I have to take this? What are we taking and why?
Well, the blood pressure formula, I don't have it right in front of me, but I remember it has key ingredients such as garlic. Garlic is so good to relax the blood vessels. It also helps support the strengthening of the heart. It clears away a lot of the impurities in our blood as well. So although we consume a lot of garlic, this is a type of odorless garlic. So we can consume it, it won't make us stink like garlic as well.
Mhm.
It doesn't come through our pores. So the heart support formula, number 26 by Bell, is great. It's an amazing product. It also has a little bit of fish oil powder. So the fish oil is great as well. It helps with the omega-3. It helps with collagen production as well. A lot of the times the foods that we're eating is just damaging us, even though it tastes amazing. But we just really need to, increase the supplements that will break down some of the foods that we're consuming, and to help kind of relax our blood vessels. And a lot of these products from Bell Lifestyles, they're so amazing. There's no side effects. If you are on medication, just take a 2-3 hour gap away from your meds. And a lot of times you're taking these with your food. So you're getting in all the natural ingredients from Bell Lifestyles with your natural foods. So a lot of the times it's great to use with your food, with your meals, and whether you're on medication or you're not, we always need to improve our health. So this is one way and one step. I'm glad you mentioned it. The Bell Lifestyles Heart Support Formula with garlic is amazing. It's a good product for now, that's for sure.
Well, I do want to squeeze in. I know we got a couple minutes here, but Clear by Bell, that's the number 205. But Clear, even the packaging looks different. Like they put a lot of work into this, a lot of thought that has gone into it. And I see a lot of infomercials kind of claiming similar things, but I don't know. Some of it seems to be like it's way more expensive. And I look at it and I'm thinking, okay, if you're looking for, what does the best job for the quality of it is, I think they're very proud of Clear by Bell because it is an excellent product. It's something I know that we take in this house.
Yeah, Clear is a new product made by Bell. They put a lot of time and effort into it, and it sticks out on our shelves, right? So you put it on our shelves, and it's nice. It's a type of new kind of fish oil where it helps with lowering cholesterol. It helps with blood pressure, helps with inflammation, helps with brain function. So yeah, when you're coming into Square One Nutrition House, we'll show you the Clear fish oils, and it's a great product because it's moving quite quickly now. And we all know that the benefits of omega-3 is so important. So we should all include it, whether you're an infant, a toddler, an adult. We all need quality fish oil.
Yeah, as I said, my son, right? So he's a young, active guy. He goes to the gym, but this is not a gym necessarily. The kind of supplements you take because you're weightlifting. We've known for quite a long time just about the influence of omega-3 on our bodies, and so it's just something I know that probably I don't take enough. And as I said, I've got one more procedure to go, and I have to make sure that I've got all the right things going on in my body. And so I want to make sure I get to this part because, as you mentioned, they spent a lot of time with Clear, and the packaging looks different. So if you're looking for what we're talking about, and as you said, when you go see David at Nutrition House at Square One, it's not hard to find, but that's why you go to David, and David knows where everything is. You know where everything is in that store.
Yeah, I do. You're right. I'm glad you mentioned Clear because it's so important. We're always worried about protein. Let's get them up. Let's get more protein. And there's no real limit to how much protein we're eating, right? But when it comes to fats, especially the healthy fats, we really need to consume more. And that's where we reduce our inflammation and we support our body. And when we're consuming more fats, we actually get quite full. So maybe we can reduce some of those inflammatory proteins that come in too, right?
Absolutely. Hey, David, thanks so much for this morning. Always great to see you. My friend, it's summertime, so maybe I get to walk through those doors. Maybe I get to see the David Park. Maybe we get to go somewhere and then hide somewhere and grill meat. People go, oh, that's nice. That's nice. Look, what is that? What is that? Pork? Yeah. And beef. Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. Send me location.
I will do that. A secret location. David, you take care. Thanks so much for this morning.
Thank you. Take care.
That is Dave Park from Nutrition House. And once again, the location is Mississauga Square One. Can't miss it. They're beautiful stores and they do a great job, as David always does. Like